de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. So take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Then lay your troubles down. When you're tired of all the drama, makes me wanna holler, yeah. I know you're tired of stressing with the world on your shoulders. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. I know you're tired of stressing. I know, yeah. Breathe in, breathe out, let it go. 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 You're tired of stressing. You're on your shoulders. Breathe in. Let it go. You're tired of stressing. You're on your shoulders. Breathe in. Let it go. 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 Just breathe. Just breathe.
Microphone check 1 2 1 2. What up, family? It's your girl JustPatrcie checking in officially to blowradio.com. Welcome to Monday, y'all. What's happening? Glad to have you joining the conversation. Please be sure to check in so that I can shout y'all out and let the world know that you are chiming in and hanging out with your girl today. If you are tuned in, of course, you must be logged in directly to blowradio.com, which means you following the greatest of the greatest of the best of the best. Where else would you be? You could be anywhere, but you're choosing to hang out here with us on blowradio.com 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Why? Because we got it all. Indeed. So check this out. If you are watching the show, that you are possibly logged on to Facebook, so you are watching either on my personal page. Hey, y'all, say hi. If you are on my business page, JustPatrcie, what's up, y'all? If you are on the Facebook page for the Live with JustPatrcie radio show, shout out to y'all that's chiming in over there. You might be in the blowradio.com group. What up, family? If you are in watching on YouTube, you could be following on my my personal YouTube page, which is I Am JustPatrcie. So come hang out with your girl. Don't forget to share the video. Share the video, and I'm gonna say it again, share the video, because why? You can just never really have too many followers, right? Because why not? Okay. We got some good conversation to talk about. It's Monday, so we're gonna talk about how to jumpstart our week and get our energy in alignment. You know what I'm saying? How to get our focuses together. Now, sometimes we ain't always feeling our best, and sometimes having certain conversations give us room to be, and give us room to breathe, and give us room to grow, and give us room to be ourselves. You know what I mean? And that's how we can be the best for everybody, is truly being ourselves. And that is what we do here on Live with Just Patrice, especially on Mondays. We start the week off with nothing less than being honest with ourselves so that we can be the best of ourselves for other people, right? So share the video, have your friends log in, and then when you get checked in, I see a couple of y'all chimed in, make sure that y'all say hi, because I would like to be able to acknowledge y'all. Don't forget that if you want to join the conversation, you're welcome to do so. You can inbox me directly. You can send an email to iamjustpatrice@gmail.com. That's IAMJustPatrice@gmail.com, which would be dope. Or you can send me a phone. You can call in. You can send a text message to 414-885-4739. Send a text message to my personal number if you got it. Or you can call in to the station at 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. Don't forget that if you are chiming in, not directly on my personal page, but on one of the other in the group, the Live with Just Patrice group, the Live with Just Patrice page, Just Patrice page, blowradio.com. You got to give StreamYard permission. Otherwise, you're going to come up Facebook user. And I want to be able to address you by your own name, or you can just tell me what your name is. And so shout out to Facebook user for chiming in. Hey, Facebook user, happy Monday. Shamika Boss Lady, again, I just want to show her a little bit of love. Appreciate y'all for the energy. Indeed, indeed, indeed. All right, so y'all know I want to first extend a thank you to everybody who came out and supported the birthday party for the kids. 2-day celebration. Homer always doing something next level. So if you were there and you had a great time, shout out and let me know what part you enjoyed the most. If you got a chance to see some of the kids win some of those fabulous gifts, tell me what you saw. Tell me your best moment about the event. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are calling as an adult and you saying, well, we should have had, fam, it's for the kids. Don't call here talking crazy about you didn't have a good time and it was for the children. Did your children have a good time? Was the question, because I'm sure they did. With all the food that they were giving away, all the toys, all the prizes, just everything. I can only imagine. Unfortunately, I was in class, so I missed Saturday, and just some other arrangements had me so that I wasn't able to be there. I missed a couple of y'all faces. I missed the opportunity to be able to hug a couple of necks. But there'll be a time to make all of that up. Just I want to know what y'all did. Tell me a little bit about that. Tell me about your weekend. Shout out also to my sister's keeper, who had their annual fire awards this past weekend. Shout out to those ladies who have been doing, I think this was year number 5. I think this was year 5, but nonetheless, it just keeps getting better and better every year, and staying on top of being able to almost sure that it's gonna take an extra minute or two to get my microphone jumping right back on. Let's lock it up here and my source. Let's check. It looks like I got it. I got it back in. I got my microphone back together. Unfortunately, let's get this together. Oh, girl, Patrice. Well, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, the electronics, none of this should definitely have us back in tune. None. I don't know why I can't get this technical part right. I have all my things together, and then I like do the oh my god, I don't know what to touch. Then happy Monday. Hello, Lawanda. How you doing? Glad to have you join it. Oh, it was Lawanda that was saying happy Monday. Hello. Glad to have you join the conversation. So again, I think everything is flowing now. Can you let me know if you can hear me, Lawanda? And anybody else that is chiming, if you can let me know that you can actually hear me, that would be great. I just want to make sure that I reconnected this properly because dang, I be messing it up every time. Every time I gotta do better. I'm working it out though. If you can hear me, let me know. Okay, so that would be great. Before we get into this topic of conversation, before I go all in and be all excited, like, dang, I got it. Look at Lawanda. It's to Lawanda. If you know that movie, you know what? At this point, if you can guess the name of that movie, I'm willing to give away a prize. Straight up. The cast the tagline is to Lawanda. And if you can remember which movie that came from, then I'll give you a prize. Because why not? If you're a movie fanatic like I am, you know, line here and line there, it'll get you every time. Now it's a lot of stuff that I don't know, but some movies I know, and these are always weird movies. I know I'm not gonna do better about it because it's just what it is. Nonetheless, shout out to JPA Elevated for always being a sponsor because why not? We're gonna shout out JPA Elevated. If you are looking for CBD infused skincare products, sugar scrubs, massage oils, body butters, an amazing moisture lock glaze, and quite a few other products, jump online to www. Do you have to say that anymore? Anyway, jpaelevated.com. That's jpaelevated.com. If you'd like to know more about our products, inbox me directly or just send an email inbox to jpaelevated@gmail.com and we can go there. So I shout out the Fire War, shout out to birthday party for the kids. You know, we trying to make sure I got everything on deck. We're gonna talk about what is holding you back. And every time I hear it, I keep thinking about that song. And I know it keeps something on the song, but I think it's Chingy and Tyrese and let me see. I think that every time I try to leave, something keeps pulling me back. Every time I think of that, every time I make that statement, what is holding you back? I think about that tagline in the song. I will play it, but you know, copyright be trying to kill me. And the truth is, I'm just not trying to give up. No, I'm tired of them saying your video has been blocked because of copyright. I'm like, fam, cut it out. Okay, so listen, sometimes we set our mind focus on things. Okay, sometimes our heart desire is something amazing. You know, we have these big plans and these dreams, whatever, but something always gets in the way. It could be self, it could be family, it could be a moment, it could be an unexpected change in your life, something. And sometimes we make these plans and set these dreams and these goals, and we be like, oh, and this is gonna go that way, and I'm gonna do this, and it never manifests. And I'm here to talk about today how the fact that it never manifests and that we're able to talk about it hasn't manifested yet means that there may be possibility to be able to still make it happen. I know some people be like, well, I wanted to be in the Olympics when I was 16 and you 40. And fam, that's probably not going to be one of those dreams. You get what I'm saying? That we can go on and make happen. But you get what I'm saying? If you wanted to write a book, if you wanted to make a difference in your community, if you wanted to, it's a lot of things. The list is long. Okay. What kept you? What is keeping you? What are you afraid of? You know what I mean? Like if maybe it's not fear, maybe it's, you know, you're just preoccupied, or so you say. And maybe you're just refocused, or so you say. Maybe, I don't know, so many different things that we can focus on and say what that is. Just trying to figure it out all together. I'm gonna tell y'all. We can start, we can go into details. Look, this has been the longest 4.5, almost 5 months in my life. Okay, like every time it's always something. Is everything new, whatever. But this season, I decided to focus in and get this license. Okay, but baby, this been a long few. Like all these other things are happening, all the other things that I'm missing out on. All like my girlfriends are in Mexico this weekend, and I'm not. Okay, I just want to say that. But and I think about all the other things that I've sacrificed. Why I'm just starting to build my business. Why I'm just focusing on this handmade product. Why I'm just now getting ready to launch these crazy ideas for my radio show, handling commercials and doing all these things to promote my product. What took me so long? And I got a list of reasons why. A long list. And none of it is, I mean, when you start off, you think about it, is it it's always easiest to blame something or somebody else. We'll talk about me in a little bit. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to chime in. I did inbox some folks, and I sent out a all call, and I did get some answers back. And let me see if I could find any of those for you guys, so I can like somebody just said straight up me. And I was like, well, what does that mean? I said, what's holding you back? And he was like, me. And I thought about that, and I was like, okay, but I never badger people about their answers, because that's their thing. Another young lady commented, and I asked her, and she says, honestly, my anxiety and imposter syndrome. I'm trying so hard to break it. I'm slowly healing myself. And it's nice to have people in my life that are so supportive and patient with me. Okay. That was a great answer to me. Like, I mean, whatever your answer is, there's no right or wrong answer in that space. Nonetheless, let me try to see what this other young lady said. I'm just looking. I got a couple of answers that came through. I'm trying to, y'all know, this inbox be so unorganized. She said, fear of failure, having structure, and lack of discipline. So I don't know if she's listening, but when you said having structure, okay, I'm asking her, does she mean that she has it, or she lacking it? STRUCT structure, or okay. I'll just inbox. And the reason I don't read people's names when I get inbox is because, I mean, you inboxed it to me, and I feel like unless you say, and you can tell everybody I said it. The golden rule is if you inbox it to me instead of commenting directly on the wall, then we try to keep it anonymous unless you tell me otherwise. Or I give you a heads up and say, hey, I'm reading this on. Wow. Come on, girl. It's too early. It's only 1:20. No yawning at 1:00. Okay. So nonetheless, I just feel I believe that we get into a cycle of things, and sometimes we have regret, and we subject other people to our regrets. Like, I didn't get to do it, so you don't get to do it type stuff. And I wonder how often in your life have you done that to yourself? Shout out to my homegirl, Stara. Lorena Star Marie is in the building. What's good, mama? How you doing? How often have you done that to yourself? Like, do you sit around, have you got mad because you see somebody doing something that you wish that you could do? Do you get irritated when you see somebody living parts of their lives that you don't get a chance to do anymore, or you didn't get a chance to do, and you feel like any kind of way about that besides good for them? You know what I'm saying? Any kind of way, not just, well, I'm gonna feel this way and I'm gonna tap into this space, because anything but joy for them or happiness for them, and like, if you irritated by it, you kind of got some underlying issues. If somebody else is doing or celebrating or living the way that you are not, and you are bothered by that, I mean, if you don't have no way, if you don't feel no way, then that's fine. But if you feel some kind of way, and the way that you feel is not oh, that's what's up, like a genuine happiness, or at least like upbeat feeling about it, fam, you got some issues. You know what I'm saying? Like I've I've been really like peeling apart the layers of what jealousy looks like, and what envy looks like, and what it just shows up in the strangest moments and the weirdest people. And sometimes people can be that and won't say it out loud. And you're like, are you kidding me? Like, because they don't think that you know. They really think that they moving in a space where you can't really see that I'm behaving this way because I'm covering up real good. A lot of y'all don't hide that well. Like jealousy and envy shows up in a space that you could not. Like I can say I'm hating. I don't have no problem with that. And I practice saying when I'm hating. I practice saying when I'm being a quote unquote jealous, or where I say it out loud, because ain't no secrets around here, fam. I'm not pretending that if I've never said, oh my God, like I wish that could be me, or I work diligently to be content in the blessings that I have in my own life. You understand what I'm saying? You can't hide that shit. Like if you jealous of somebody, like it'll come out like in your little snive ass comments. It'll come out in your in your behavior, how you like those things don't show up. I'm gonna tell you, I can count the hand on my hands, and literally, and have leftover fingers of the times that I've ever been jealous of someone or something. I've spent a lot of my life very content. I'm not happy about that. I want to say that out loud. Like I'm not happy that I spent as many years as I've had as I have satisfied with where I was, or content in the space that I was, because I feel like those are some of the things that prevented me from being where I am, from wanting and getting more. You know, but we're gonna talk about my list when we talk about it later. What is holding you back? Like what keeps you from attaining those goals, seeking those next steps, or making those big moves? Like what are you not doing? Like what is keeping you? I don't want to use the word afraid. I don't want to use the word blocking. What is keeping you from that next step? What is keeping you from that weight goal? What is keeping you from those dollars, or that vacation, or whatever it is? Like what is that? Kimberly Carver Wilder said, it certainly can't be hidden for long. Indeed. I'm trying to explain, like seriously. Also, sometimes you think people are jealous of you, and they not. Sometimes you can assume that somebody is quote unquote hating on you because they don't support you the way that you want them to support you. That don't necessarily mean that they hating on you, fam. It's possible that they just don't get no fucks. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, you want people that care about you to want joy and things for you, but sometimes your priorities are not there. Sometimes the things that you are excited about, they're happy that you're excited about them, but they don't excite them. And that's not a terrible thing. That don't mean that they're a hater. Just mean they got other shit on their plate. Like we do so many layers to peel apart on that, but we're gonna focus on what is holding you back. You know what I'm saying? Like what is holding you back? Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like we really be like so on ourselves that, you know, look, I wish some days I'd be like, I wish that I could be out in these streets getting all of these advanced massage dollars. I ain't gonna lie. Some days I'd be like, damn, I could just blah, 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 whatever. But let me tell you how my whole mind be like, if somebody find out that I was massaging and I had this whole thing going on, or whatever the case would be, and they decided to just be hater, like the hater, and then they wanted to call and report them shits, I'm not in the mood for that. That's why when y'all inbox me and be like, hey, could you? Nope. Nope. Now I'm not giving nobody now an opportunity. You understand what I'm saying? Patrice, could you? Nope. 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 And that's why I say no. That is because in the state of Wisconsin, it ain't authorized. Now I could just do it. You could do it for free, 99. You want to come by for free? You come by for free. No, because you're not wasting. I'm not happening. I got all the practice I need going. Thank you and thank you. Shout out to Lorraine Star Marie. She said, never feel upset. I'm always happy to see people succeed and truly be happy. It's a motivator for me. You know, I wish that there were more people who were motivated by those types of things. And the older I'm getting, the more the I keep my eyes open. Like I've never seen that. I've never just been this conscious. I'll say that because I'm not gonna say I've never been exposed to. I just never been so conscious of other people's behavior before. Like literally, why would you say those things? Like, how do you think that that's okay? And the truth is, if I don't agree with it, I'm just not gonna say nothing. I'm not here to fight with you about your thoughts or your feelings or your personal perceptions on life. That's on you. You got to live that life, not me. You have to live with those restrictions and those ideas and those ideals. You have to live within those constraints that you are setting for yourself. And I don't got to live in that space with you. Like, and if I don't agree with it and it ain't making me comfortable, I'm not. And my no is super strong these days. Super no. It's super. I'm not going with people in these days. Like I want a certain level of peace in my life to maintain my sanity, to maintain my personal well-being. Like, how am I going to be a provider of other people's wellness or a contributor to someone else's wellness in my shits and shambles? I don't even think that that's a possible. I mean, that's a possibility. Like, you can try to help other people and in their wellness. And if your shit's in shambles, ain't nobody really gonna listen to that. Like, who's gonna ride with you or flow with you or go with you in the space that you're talking about? Like, all your shit's in shambles. And I'm talking about just your general energy and intent. And if you don't know anything else about me, you know that if I engage you in a certain way, like, or I don't, my intentions are as pure as they get. And when they not, because I don't like to have to deal with myself in that ugliness, that shit ugly. And I don't need none of that dark energy in my space. Well, everybody is not like you, Patrice. Everybody don't gotta be like me. If you want to have nightmares, I don't like bad dreams. I don't like bad dreams, bad energy, bad food, bad nuts. I don't like it. I kind of like bad boys, but not really. Kind of only. It's a love-hate type situation. But nonetheless, I always feel like there's a part of this situation that needs to be sorted out in a capacity that most people don't be ready for. And I have decided that I am not here to force or push anything or anybody in no situation that are comfortable in. And I'm definitely, and the reason I'm not doing that is because I'm not allowing you to do it to me. If I don't like something, I ain't going to tell you that I do. If I don't want to do something, I don't give a fuck who don't like it. I ain't doing it. Like, and the older I'm getting, the more my body is going through whatever transitions and adjustments that we make. And I'm trying to preserve as much as my strength, as much of my wellness as possible. I'm not trying to wear myself down for nobody and everybody. I can't wait. Like, I'm older than some of my friends. Okay. And some of the people that I associate with, I'm older than most of them. And a lot of them don't get it. But I be on the inside, I'd be like, I can't wait for you to be old and shit. And then you be like, oh, now I know why. Because motherfucker, I said I was tired. Like, I don't understand how that's the problem. I don't care that like, my tired ain't your tired. I don't care that your body don't do what my body does. Like, at this, I'm saying this out loud so y'all understand. Like, this is, and I can't wait for y'all to get to that point, and then I can look back and be like, ha, up in his bitch, ha. I remember when I had told you that I wasn't coming because I was tired, and you was like, oh, just a little bit longer. How about no? How about Don't have friends close to you that want you to be exhausted at their behest. Don't have friends that want you to be emotionally, physically, spiritually, or mentally exhausted just to serve a purpose for them because they really need to get something done. Don't have them type of friends. Now, if you choose to make that sacrifice on your own, that's fine. But don't have somebody in your life that feel like you got to because they would. I don't want now one of my friends risking their last breath in exhaustion on me. Don't. Whether you would do it or not. I know it's not good. I know it's not good for you, and it's damn sure ain't gonna be good for me. If something happened to you in this moment, people are like, well, that's extreme. No, 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 no. That's the life that we are at. That's where we are now. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like this stage of life, we're not in our 20s. Not quite as kept in our 30s anymore. Well into the 40s, looking 50 in the eye. I ain't gonna even lie to you. I'm not. I'm not. And all the things that I've done over the years that have put me in a position where I feel like I'm catching up on my life are the things that's a big stupid fat X. I ain't going. And so I advise and I often give the people that I work with that are definitely younger than me that may look to me for a certain advice or may look for guidance or whatever. I'd be like, don't play these games with these people. Do not do that to yourself. Focus on the things that make you happy. I don't even care if you are in a marriage. And I try to tell people this all the time, like, but you want to settle down, you be married. Listen, don't worry about me and my marriage life and how I'm opting out. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe again, but if I'm going to get married again, dude, the person that I've been in marriage with, we're gonna have to be so hard on the same page. Like seriously on the same page with so many things. You get what I'm saying? Like, are you a I really don't want to be bothered with people type person. Like, you don't even really know what that look like unless that's what you are. You get what I'm saying? Are you a I don't really want to go to that type person? If you're not, then you don't know what that look like. You know what I'm saying? Or better yet, here's a question. Some of y'all are getting into monogamous relationships with people who don't even really believe in monogamy. That's the dumbest stuff in the world. That's so stupid to me. Like, who are you? You spend all this time lying to you. I'm gonna do it. And then you get into this monogamous relationships and you're miserable. And then your partner don't understand because they think y'all on the same page. You done lied to everybody, including yourself. But that's like with everything. You get what I'm saying? We spend so much time being dishonest with ourselves. You know what I mean? That's why people ask, well, you need to make the decision about this, or you should be trying to decide. Look, I'd make the decision when I'm ready. If I miss out on this moment or this time or this opportunity, well, then it's for me to miss out on it. And I when the one is for me, once my mind and all my stuff is sorted out, is done, then I'll make it. If you don't like that structure, you don't have to be bothered with me. Like, I'm good with that. Well, what do you think about? I'm not. I know I've had several conversations these past couple of weeks because graduation is coming on. I really don't never in my life want to spend another winter in Wisconsin. Okay, not never. I never want to. If I don't never have to see the snow again, I'm okay with that. I can see the pictures. I'm okay with that. I never got to be cold. I never have to be cold. I never have to deal with the barometric pressure conflicting throughout the day. If I never have to do that again, I'm absolutely okay. Well, you got to plan your business. You got to plan your next step. You got to plan your next step. You got to plan your. Okay, I'm gonna get to them. I'm gonna get to my next steps after I'm done with this one. And if you want me to be 6 steps ahead, you probably going to be irritated. A lot of people like, I have slowed all the way down. When I tell you all the way down. And the only thing that matters in this box of mine is maintaining my sanity. How do I do that? What am I doing that? What am I focusing on? What's important? What are prioritizing? And I don't have the days and the energy to be mad at nobody. I don't have the energy or the time left in this life to spend mad and or irritated because somebody is or is not doing the things that I do or do not want them to be doing when I do or do not want them to be doing it. Because I could die any moment. And the last thing I'm doing is complaining about some shit that didn't go the way that I wanted to do. I'm not doing that. I'm not. I'm absolutely not spending these last however many years that God has granted me in this space, however many months, whatever the case may be, whatever the time left, I'm not finna do it irritated. Now, I spend my last utter moment completely disappointed in myself. And I implore you to take the time to revisit that and peel those layers up, peel them apart, y'all. Stop pretending that everything is good and it's not, and you got this festering wound that you have not addressed. Do not do that to yourself. You figure out what is holding you back. It's way deeper than that. Trying to sort through all this stuff is way deeper than that. If you're doing something and I don't agree with it, you can do that in your own time, in your own space, and I don't gotta be bothered with that. Like it's at this age, like seriously, we're not like in our 20s no more. And the things that you are doing, the things that you are involved in your life, I don't even gotta pretend that I like. And the truth is, I'm absolutely not going to pretend that I like it. I'm going to you're going to see it all in my face because my poker face is trash. But I'm not here for that. I'm not going to argue with you about it either. Because who got time for that blood pressure to be up like that? That's what y'all be doing. Y'all just be out here saying and doing whatever and keep me on blood pressure. I'm not doing it, fam. I'm not. I have a list of goals. And it ain't for everybody to know what that is because it ain't none of y'all business, fam. I feel like I've helped so many people along the way in this life. I done my part. Am I done? Probably not, but then I'll help at my leisure now. In between the times of I feel like it and I have time to. And I know that sounds so crazy, but it's the straight up truth. Like I have gone above and beyond so much for so many other people. I'm not saying nobody's never done it for me. It's just my balance has been askewed. And so now all I can think about is, well, how am I going to manage this? Well, could you? Nope. Well, I was wondering, let me look at the list. Is it on the list? Is there room on this list? If it's not, then I ain't going, Jay. Shout out to Beatrice for joining the conversation. Shout out. How is it in Alaska? Is the weather still there? What kind of animal was that in the picture? I'm just asking because I seen the picture and I would like to know. Good afternoon. What is keeping you from that next step? What is keeping you? What has kept you? What? Think about it. What did you sacrifice? What have you given up? And can you regroup and move forward? Do you have the space? Do you understand what I'm saying? To make reparations or make room for those next levels. What are you doing? What does your planning look like? What does your planning look like? I got a plan that's on this list of walls and stuff, whatever. It may not be by somebody else's dates. It may not look like somebody else's calendar. I got one right here. I can see it. It's plain as day for me. And when I sort this part out over here, I can sort this part out, and I may not even be able to communicate it so it makes sense to somebody else. But I don't care. You understand? Like, I'm not focused. I'm not here to focus on making someone else feel better about the decisions that I need to make for my life. Deidre said that was a mama moose with her baby. That was nice. She said the weather is cloudy today, but high 60. Been raining on and off these past few days. Okay, okay, nice. I would like to know the weather in different places. I know Lorena is in Texas, so we tuned in. Kim is in Mexico, so Texas, Mexico, Alaska. We out here. We out here this year. We out here today, around the world today. Nicely engaged. I appreciate that. I'm just saying, you know what I mean, and you don't have to read into the things that I'm saying. If when this is the general blanketed statement, I got, I know some people that'll probably listen and be like, I wonder. Listen. I am so at a place where you gonna catch if it's for you, then it's for you. No, my no's are specific. I'm not doing that. It's specific. It's not a blanketed statement. And I know when I address, I'm addressing it. So you don't have to assume anything. Okay, you don't have to make no. Well, are you talking to me? When I'm talking to you, I'll address you individually. But when I'm not, you get what I'm saying? It's not to be assumed otherwise, unless you just want to stress yourself out. Knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. You be stressed out all you want to. Just don't come over here with that shit. What is keeping you from the thing? Is it family? Do you have family obligations? Do you have children? Are you taking care of a loved one? Have you committed in a relationship with a significant other who doesn't want to transition the way that you want to? Like, what's keeping you from making those step moves? How much of that are you, and how much of this situation is literally just you in your own way? Like, for real, how much of it is it? Are you afraid to disappoint people? Are you afraid to hurt someone, that your actions are going to cause you pain? Are you afraid of what the consequences are of your behavior? Are you afraid that if I tell my significant other, look, I know that we agreed to this monogamous relationship, but that's not what I want, you're going to lose them. So you're not going to say nothing. And then you're just going to be deceitful? Don't do that. Are you afraid to say, hey, look, I don't want to be at this job anymore. These are the things that I need to put into place so I can transition out of this employment. I know what it means to transition and what it's going to look like financially. My numbers are going to look like this. My insurance is going to change this. Whatever the things are in place. Are you looking at those things and layering them down and pulling them apart? I don't know. Maybe that's just the stage that I'm in my life. Everything that I do, I got to take it down step by step, bit by bit, piece by piece. And honestly, my lack of reaching out for input is because none of this matters. What nobody else thinks and what nobody else is doing is going to affect how I get it done. I've listened. I've followed others in direction, and I have been the leading source for so many people for so long that I think it's time for me to be the leading source for me. That's the decision that I made. When it comes to the radio shows, when it comes to the spaces that I'm moving in, all of that boils down to me making the decision to be the leading source for me first. I spent a lot of time and a lot of years and a lot of focus being the backbone, the support of, the foundation for, the quote unquote, and if this was the pimp game, the bottom bitch for many, many other people. And now I'm in my own space. I'm in my own zone. And it's not that I want to be or without anybody. Like I don't want any help or I don't want to do anything. But if the conversation is switching at any point in time, if I'm talking to you and we are talking about building and taking care of my business, my dream, my focus, my whatever, and it switches over at all to your shit, we aren't talking about me anymore. Do you understand? If at any point in time in that conversation, like if we start off in a conversation, you want to talk to me and you finally got me to tear down a wall or two and say, okay, well, I'll talk to you about it. And we start talking about it and we're going into the details about it or whatever. And you wipe it off like it's, well, I mean, all you got to do is this. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so this is what I'm working on. I'm never going to talk to you about it again. If I see what you're doing. Okay, so when I'm working on my stuff, so okay, maybe we can help and we start focusing on you. I'm never going to talk to you about my dream again. If we start, I'm never. It's because the truth of the matter, I've spent so much time. Like my focus will always be somebody else, and I'm not doing that no more. I'm absolutely not. I'm not saying. Are you not going to help nobody else? Sure, I'll help people after I help myself. Are you going to be available? Sure, as soon as I'm done helping me. And I was talking to my my homeboy yesterday, and he was like, "I just want to be able to get the things done that I'm trying to get done." And I was like, take it for somebody who's been there for over 30 years. Stop putting yourself after other people. Stop taking care of everything and everybody else first. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. If you have children, take care of your kids because that's you. Taking care of you is making sure that your children is straight. You got to get them well. Take care of your kids and then take care of you. Like, that's a thing. Like, you can't be a good mom or a good dad if your children are not taken care of. Like, if you are not taken care of, you can't take care of them. You can't do nothing for them. If you are mentally, emotionally, physically, and or spiritually out of line, you cannot help anybody. Shout out to Crystal Ship over Control C for helping me get some amazing work done this past week. I be on the low, I be down low, I be on the low doing graphic design. And when I get a project or two, I'm definitely sending it to my homegirls to take care of it. Beautiful present. Beautiful presentation. Shout out to Nicole, Nikki. Shout out to Cerise Holloman for joining the conversation. Like I'm serious. You know what I mean? Patrice, you want somebody, somebody asked me, and I'm trying to defend her life. Can I help you? How can I help you? You still need some help. How can I help you? I couldn't even tell her. I was like, with everything, I don't even know. I can't even sort it out. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I couldn't even sort it out. Like, to be able to give a list of things that I need to get done and how I need to get done. I was honored that she offered to help. Like, that's a sweet thing for somebody from a genuine place to come and say, "Can I help you?" But I'm also a firm believer that if I got to walk you through the process, just give me a minute. Give me a minute. I want you to help me. Of course, I want to be available for you to be able to assist me. Mm-hmm. But I need to be available so you can assist me. I need to get my stuff together. I need to cross my T's. I need to dot my I's so that I can get my stuff together so that you can help me. But what does that look like? Sometimes I'd be like, where it could another me just show up? Could another me? Think about it in your life and the things that you be trying to do. Be like, oh, I just need another me. I just get another me. Another me. I don't know. Look at everything that I got and just jump in. I don't know. At this point, I'm so far gone. You get what I'm saying? I'm so far into trying to figure it. I can't tell you what I need. I was finna slouch a little bit, so I know. Shout out to my classmates that chimed in. I appreciate y'all. um, when you in that space, you gotta just sort it out. Like, and I'm gonna ask you again, what is holding you back? I'm gonna tell y'all. About 20 years ago, my mom was like, "Don't move." So I stayed in Wisconsin, but it's my mom. And I'm like, yeah, I want to be here with you. I love you. You know, I want to be here. I need support. I hate the snow. Hey, Deanna. How are you, hun? Glad to have you doing the conversation. Dude, look, I'm telling you, you looking for them hands? Dude, I'm in an amazing massage therapy class. Like my group, my crew, yeah, they nice. And this sister right here is she fire. Deanna, post your Instagram so we can get you some more followers. Okay, so like seriously, taking what is holding you back from those next level goals? What are those next level focuses? I'm telling you, we can always keep saying the list of other people, the list of things and reasons why somebody else, when we've allowed something or somebody else to not, like, how much of that is really just you in your own way? You get what I'm saying? And you in your own way. Sharice said accountability is holding me back. Talk to me about that. What do you mean by accountability? Like, you're not being accountable, somebody's not being accountable, you need to be accountable to somebody else. What does that look like? What does that look like? Nicole Nikki says, my mom too, but I have a 2-year calendar and I'm out. Love you, but I gotta go. Listen, I'm even down to just be gone for the winter time. Just be gone for the winter. But I'll tell you, I don't want to see the snow. I don't want it to creep up on me and I look up and then he'd be like, hello. I don't want it. I don't, no, thank you. No, thank you, please. No, thank you. It's cold. And you know what? And a lot of that is, fam, I don't want to fall no more. I'm tired of falling. I've fallen enough. I've fallen enough, like literally, like feet from under you fall on the ground. And the snow makes it so much more difficult to keep your feet up under you, man. And the older I get, I'm like, I'm not trying to bust my stuff. I'm not. Okay, so y'all do me a quick favor. I know a couple of y'all have jumped on real quick, whatever, and I'm gonna post this here so you can see it. If you have an Instagram account, go follow D's Massage for me. So DESMASSAGE. That's on Instagram. That's DESMASSAGE. If you have an Instagram account, do me a favor, go follow her. Whether you catch this on the live stream, or you have catch us on the rewatch or replay or whatever the case may be. We are we have to have a certain amount of followers for school. So if you help my homegirl out, that I greatly appreciate it. I know the interest is called a snowbird, right? I for some reason I keep feeling like that's making a racial reference. I keep mixing it up, but it's Snow Bunny. That is the okay. So snowbird. I keep mixing them up. It's an animal in the snow. I don't know which one is which. And it would be the life. That would be great. You know, my dad, my brother and them are in Arizona. My mom and my sister and them are here in Milwaukee. You know what I mean? I don't, even with everything that's happening in the city, I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it here. I don't want to be I don't like the lack of safety but if I leave, I still have to worry about my friends and my family. So that's not the issue. I don't want to be in the winter. That's not hard. And I would like to meet a whole new people. Like I know it's people here that I don't know. I could probably just move to another side of town. But I would like to meet just a whole new people with completely different mindset than what I have here. I would like that. What is it again? DESMASSAGE. D's Massage. Thank you very much, Nikki. I appreciate that. DESMASSAGE. Let me post it again one more time. Yeah, Cherie said, I'm only accountable to myself. I'm not pushing like I make excuses. I need a partner. I'm getting a life coach. Laughing, but very seriously. No, I think about that. I need accountability too. I need accountability for me. When I'm working on somebody else's stuff, I'm their accountability. When I'm working on getting somebody else's things together and making sure everybody else's stuff is on deck, I'm accountable for them. I would like somebody to be accountable to and for me. You get what I'm saying? People do it different in other places. I would like to know what the different is. That's all. Just a little exposure for the different. I just need a little difference, a little something different than what I'm experiencing here. You know what I'm saying? Different people. I know it's always something. You get what I'm saying? I just would like to. I'm not one of the people that is delusion to believe that when I leave here, all my problems are gonna go away. Fam, I'm still taking me with me and my thought processes. You know what I'm saying? I have a little rock. I have a cleared out some room to grow, clear out some rooms for focus. And I want that for me. And quite as kept, I want it for all of you. I want you to be able to genuinely to want and to think and to be and to grow outside of what you consider the norm. We restrict ourselves so much. We put ourselves in these little boxes and we restrict ourselves with the inability to be able to attain all the things that we've ever wanted. When we were younger, you were somebody said you can be whatever you want to be. And then we got older and we're like, you could only do some of this stuff. Only do some of this stuff. What does that look like? Only some of the stuff. Only some of the stuff. That doesn't even make any sense. Some of it requires discipline. Talking to a guy friend of mine yesterday. I'm like, are you really ready to do what it takes? Or you only want to do the things that you want to do that's going to get you to do the things like that? That's not walking in your blessing. How you set your own restrictions? Fam, there's a God, there's a gift for you to have, and you're gonna set the restrictions on how you get them. God showed up and said, okay, look, I got this plug for you. Okay, well, let me have that. Oh, wait, I want it, but I only want it if it come in twos at a time, and then I saw two of it, and then I need it to be purple, and I need it only on a Saturday, then I could have it. And God be like, well, fam, wait a minute, because okay, I understand that you want what you want like that. That's not what I have to give you though. So it don't come like that. So you could have this, or you could have that, whatever that is, because this comes like this. Are you willing to have this? This is your gift. This is your blessing. You want that, or you want the blessing to come in the shoestring box? What the fuck? Who does that? I mean, who does that? Who does that? Good afternoon, Tamara. How are you? Glad to have you join the conversation. Listen, you can try to keep altering how and how you want the gift. You're not going to get the gift that you're supposed to have. You're going to get something else. If you change the cake recipe, fam, it's not the same cake. If you use 4 eggs instead of 6 eggs, it's not the same cake. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're going to get a cake. You're going to get a cake, but it ain't going to be that one. You understand what I'm saying? If you use 1 teaspoon of vanilla or 1 tablespoon of vanilla, fam, you're not going to get the same flavor. You're going to get vanilla. But one is definitely going to have way more stronger impact than the other. The flavor on your taste, but this is the thing. If you use a teaspoon of salt or a tablespoon of salt, guess what's going to happen? You still have it. It's definitely not going to be the same. But I want y'all to stop pretending that you can keep tweaking this recipe to be how you want it and get the end result. You got to do those things to get those things. Excuse me, you got to do these things to get those things. And if you're not on that, you don't want that. I want to be famous. I want to be on national stages. Do you? Well, you got to do this to get that. Oh, I can only do that on the 3 days. And no, fam, you got to do them for 5. But I can only do 3. Well, then you're not gonna get this. You're gonna get something close to it. But it won't be that. And you have to be willing to accept that in your own self and stop beating yourself up about it. And be happy with the almost there then. Okay? Be happy with the almost there then. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I want the ability to I want to be licensed in 3 states. Not this Wisconsin, 3 states. This one and 2 other ones. You understand what I'm saying? I need that's what you this one and 2 other one. I'm it's already in the makings. So that when I move around, I can work however I want to work. You know what I'm saying? And is that easy? No, this last 6 months that I just sacrificed right here in my life was the sacrifice I had to make to be able to get a part of that done. Missing this trip to Mexico, Father. Missing this trip to Mexico makes it so that I can go to Arizona in August to take care of some more things. You understand what I'm saying? Setting up the arrangements for the people to have all of my product tested makes it so that I can put it on the shelves in other states with a label that, because it's not required that I tell you how much CBD is in it. You just need to know, and I need to have the papers available that show that it's less than 3% THC, and it is. And I got that because of the flower that I use is less than 3% THC in the actual CBD flower. So I got that covered. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like this, you don't just wake up and be like, oh, and then I'm gonna have this. It don't work like that. You get what I'm saying? I want to lose weight, but you keep eating nothing but sugar. Family's not going to happen like that. Your body is going to go into malnutrition terribly, terribly. And then it's going to swell because you are starving it of the other nutrients that it needs. You follow what I'm saying? This is not a game. I got my goal set. I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna tell nobody else. When I speak it, it's gonna be ready. I'm gonna be ready to go. Do you understand what I'm saying? And be able to have the literal freedoms that I do. For the first time in my life, I've been focused so hard on building my credit. It's crazy. And I'm this close without having to do all the other little loops and crazies or whatever to get to looking at a 700. Like I started, oh my God. Post this divorce, let me tell you, I was so angry at my credit score that it was just unspeakable. Let's just say that I'm not there anymore. Nayoka, what's good, girl? How you doing? Glad to have you join the conversation. Sharice, you needed it. I needed it too. I needed it too. I need you. I needed you today. And thank you. Indeed. Good for you. Deidre says, you back up. Listen, out here. Get it. You're setting yourself up to be a snowbird, having the ability to work anywhere you go. Entrepreneurship. Do you see it? Full-time CEO. Do you see it? Listen, do you see it? I got to put some things into place. I'm not going to even be able to be a massage therapist forever. This shit is taxing on your body. But I'm going to do it for as long as I'm able. And it feels good, dude. So you can physically transition from physical work to energy work. Quit playing these games. I'm out here and I'm going to learn it. And I'm going to learn it like the master. Because why not? And on top of that, I love my product. I love my product so much that the people that I've shared it to, like I'm working on building the backstory for that so y'all can really see. Like I was talking to a lady who picked up a product from me this weekend. Okay. She and her husband having a conversation. He said to her, "We out of oil, or we almost out of oil." She said, "Huh?" There you go. Look, we almost out of oil. Look at that. And he was like, oh, she said, "No, you are about to be out of oil." I use this every day. You about to be out of oil. And then she's like, "Let me slide through and come pick up some real quick because clearly he needs some oil." So, and I'm saying the oil. If you know my products, JPA Elevated, the Calm Massage Oil, or the Body Butter. If you know what I'm talking about, then you understand what I'm talking about. It's not a game. It it does what it does. I love the fact that a mother rubbed it on her daughter's leg in her sleep who had been having complaints for her leg, and then she got up and was like, "Ma, I didn't even realize. I didn't even realize. Stop it." Do you know how dope it is to know that when I'm doing my practice massage and I get people saying, "So you got any more you got any more hours? Like, when are you booking?" Dude, this past week I massaged the director of a popular um massage chain on the floor at the Veda school when I was in school on campus doing the service. And I massaged like so much that she was like, "We offering $1,000 sign-on bonus. I know you only gonna work in the city because it's outside of the city, but you are worth that plus some." Can I get it in writing? Can I get it in writing? You want $1,000 signing bonus. It's not much, but you understand it's much, but it's not. You understand what I'm saying? For a student, someone is on the table and you got a person who's been in massage for 28 years and they look at you and they say, "Fam, you are going to be amazing." Like how many massages have you done? What? Okay. So if you decide, if you decide, oh, come on now. And I'm thankful for that energy. I'm thankful for being able to do that. I see you, Sharice. Thank you, sis. I appreciate that. Shout out to Auntie Cora. Good afternoon, niece. Much love for you and your hustle. Thank you. Listen, me too. I love y'all so much. Straight up. All I'm saying is the same thing. Some of y'all are younger than me. Okay. Some of y'all that are listening have the ability right now to make those changes in your life. Okay. Have the ability right now to start putting into place the time and the structure that you need to attain those goals. I should have been a massage therapist. I can say that, but I can also say that everything happens in its due time. I have prioritized and flipped and weighed out so many different things for so long. And don't get me wrong, I loved being an entertainer. I love being in music. Love, 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 love. You understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you, shout out to my shout out to the legendary Roxanne Shante. You get what I'm saying? And shout out to I just want to just like give me 1 second. Give me one quick moment. Like watching her, oh my gosh, just become. Let me just pull this up real quick and make sure that I'm yes. Let me see. Okay. I just want to make sure. You know what I'm saying? Look. So go follow her. I am Roxanne Shante. Okay. Listen, I don't know if y'all know who Roxanne Shante is. You know what I'm saying? But if you old school, you know who Roxanne Shante is. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, watching her talk about the industry and becoming, then watching her become who she is, like in the lives of the people that she's affecting right now, watching, it's so amazing to me. Using that celebrity, using those experiences from your life to help better reach out, exchange, grow, and reach people in a way that you just can't imagine. Like I never would have put myself in a position I'm not a guru of no kind. Plan to be though. Russell Simmons is a dang on yoga guru. Russell Simmons. You understand what I'm saying? And everybody know the name Russell Simmons. Def Jam. Russell Simmons is a yoga master. Okay. that's not far-fetched and impossible, but we talking about the legendary hip hop pioneer, street hood Russell Simmons is a yoga master. I'm with the shits, fam. I'm with it. I'm with it. And the wellness, what is keeping you from the things that you desire? What is keeping you from excelling at those moments? Look at them and decide. Make a decision and decide to put you first. That don't mean you got to dish your people. That don't mean you got, and if they not understanding, that's another story. We'll talk about that another time. If they not following, they're not on the team, they're not supporting you. We just talked about the hater thing earlier. We talked about jealousy earlier. We talked about people who don't want to see you grow. We talked about that earlier. Don't worry about them. Don't worry about them. Think about it. All the things that got you together. Do you understand what I'm saying? All the things that you put into place. How much of that is on track to the quote unquote great thing that you've manifested in your heart and your spirit, the thing that you always wanted. Cherie said, our biggest fear is not that we are inadequate. Come on now. That's not that I don't think that I can. Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen, Deirdre said, yes, it is. She used her head she said she used her head, got her education, paid for 100%. Did little did they know she wanted to be a doctor. I think I have the right person. Yeah, Roxanne Shante. Yes, that's what she wanted to be. And but she was a lyricist and loved every bit of it. You understand what I'm saying? And now look at her. You get what I'm saying? Available for therapy, for counseling, for community support. Like she fire. Check her out, though. Check her out. Check her out. Like let me find this rest really quick. Oh my God. I need y'all to grasp. Yes, but she planned for her future. It took her a minute to get there, though. It took her a minute to get there, because when she was little, when she was young, and she was doing the rap and she was doing the thing, she didn't. Okay, so the quote that Sharice had mentioned here, I just want to be able to read it all, and I looked it up so I can make sure that I was reading it reading it in its truth. Okay, so our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Okay, our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Did you hear that? Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. It's all the beautiful things about you that you're afraid of, because it's what attracts everybody to you. And because we don't know how people are going to respond, we don't know how people are going to react, we don't know what people are willing to do to get it. They don't want the dark stuff. They don't want the ugly things. So they trying to push you away and you be good. But the people, they want that light. They want that light, baby. Somebody told me you are great. And people be at you that way that they do because you are so good. You have this light. He's listening. He's saying all these positive, beautiful things to me. And I got irritated when he was talking to me. And I was like, don't say that. I don't want no light. I don't want to be those things. We were having this conversation. He was like, what? I was like, I don't want that. Just leave me alone. Just tell people to leave me alone. He was like, you kidding me, right? You joking. And I was like, I'm not kidding. I don't want it. And he was like, stop right now. Stop the madness. Stop the madness. And this is it right here. This is it right here. That we are powerful beyond measure. I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine. And when I get out, when I get my head out my butt, you get what I'm saying? And I'm focused on some of the great things that we done. Like I think about all this stuff. I was talking to my homegirl and I was dumping all of my crap. And she listened and she was a great friend. She let me go. And then she was like, I can't even believe you said half the things that you said. I understand where you are. And then she ran me back and read me back, baby. she read me back. And I was like, oh, okay. I didn't mean that. She was like, but you said this. I'm like, well, I didn't mean that. But she said, but you said that. And I was like, I did. I did say those things. Okay, I didn't mean it. I'm just overwhelmed. And she was like, okay, that now we start talking. Let's be honest with ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And she keep me real. I love my friends. My friends keep me in line, keep me in check, and keep my head out of my butt all the time. You know what I'm saying? The same way that I spend all my time trying to keep y'all focused and trying to keep y'all on deck and trying to listen. This is what we here for. We can spend our days talking about, you know what I'm saying, all the people that got shot over the weekend. All the people that are in hurt, that have hurt themselves, hurt someone else, that are in harm's way. And we can send all of the positive and blaring grave energy to manifest a happy return for those people. We can talk about the robberies, the deaths, the depression. And I don't want to spend now other moment talking about all the things that keep us dark. I want to see the light in you. And I want you to see the light in me. I want to be able to honor all the beautiful things, and I just want those things to be honored in me too. A friend of mine was telling me, I want to be respected as a professional. And I looked him dead in his face and I said, and the day that you get that will be the day that you start respecting yourself. The other way around. You follow what I'm saying? You respect yourself as a professional. And you let everything and everybody that don't fall off. And you be like, I can give it all day. But when it comes to looking at myself and I doubted myself for so many years, for so long, and the inability to be able to do them, we can run this all the way back to 2012, 13 actually, 2013. This is after I had the pulmonary embolism, the PE, the blood clot in my lung, and my breath capacity changed dramatically. My inability to be able to perform live music, my inability to be able to speak without panting. And then right behind that, I got the whooping cough. So my lung capacity, my lungs were damaged. And if you are an entertainer or a singer or someone, and that's what you depend on, your natural gift of that, and then it's taken from you, that mess up your mind in ways that many people just do not understand. And then having to try to explain it to somebody so you don't have to be called stuck up or bougie or you think you better than this. All of the other names that you could, anything but something could be wrong. Anything but, Treese, are you good? And when it was happening in that way, I didn't want to be better. I didn't want to be right. I was like, you know what? Never mind. Me and my raggedy lungs can go where we're going. You know what I'm saying? And you just didn't want to make it better. You didn't want to be well. You just like, you know what? So all you cared about is my ability to be able to show up at your behest. You didn't even know. Like I look one a very good friend of mine and very well-known individual dead in his face and was like, he's like, man, ain't nobody seen you around, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I was in the hospital. Yep, I had and I just gave the whole story. You know, sometimes you don't give the information, you only give a little bit at a time, whatever. So I gave it all to him. I said, yeah, I was in the hospital. I had a blood clot in my lung. Then I got the whooping cough, blah, 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 whatever the case may be, whatever. And then he was like, the shock and awe on his face was more than enough for me. I was like, yeah, take that with you. And set your ass down somewhere. You know what I mean? And then people humiliate. I've never been. I mean, I believe in myself. I've been comfortable. I've been confident. You know what I'm saying? But it take a really special moment for me to be boastful in some stuff. A very special moment for me to be boastful. A lot of things that I do, a lot of people don't even know it. The world is watching. What up, Divine? How you doing? It takes a lot of a very special thing, but I don't. And I'm glad you. This is where I was going here. I said I'm glad you looked. How you showed up right when I was talking about that. It's something about the word humility that I don't like. I just don't like it. I think it makes you think less of yourself. When we start talking, when you're talking positive talk, and you're talking about walking in the things that make you great, or becoming, and all, and then you got to speak those things to yourself and watch the language that you use at all times, because subconsciously you can be kicking your own ass. This full-time CEO shirt, I didn't realize I had it on a couple days ago, and I kept just putting it back on. Let me just put the shirt back on, put the shirt back on, because I believe that this type of marketing, this type of advertisement, this type of a display, it makes you read it, and it just puts in your spirit. Like, you see full-time CEO, you see it on my shirt, and some of y'all taking it take it a certain way. This I'm living it. I want to see it every day. I want to. It's an active vision board. We talk. Well, you got to make your vision board. You got to put your things into place. Okay. Same way you listen to a certain kind of music, so you gotta read a positive word. So if your positive word, your strength comes from the Bible, then you got to read that. You got to connect with that, because that is what you are feeding yourself. If you are spending your days talking about being uplifted in God and spiritual in God, you got to stay connected to His word. You have to. If you are listening to Lil Uzi Vert all day, then guess what you're gonna feel like. Guess what you're gonna think. Guess what your mindset is gonna be. I don't want to be humble. I don't. Low self-esteem of one's important. Let me just put this right here. I don't want to have. I'm you so I am I sometimes I'm modest. Sometimes I do speak less, and I don't hype myself up in a certain place. But even that word, I'm like, I've been little long enough. Humble. Thanks for the definition, Divine. Having or showing a modest or low self esteem, a low esteem of one's own importance. Excuse me. Showing a modest or low esteem, estimate of one's own importance. I'm not, I'm done. I'm done with. I've been less than. I've been lower. I've been modest. I've been meek. I've been um I've offered a low estimate of my own importance long enough, and I'm done doing that. I am essential. Say it again to yourself. I am essential, necessary, required. Do you understand what I'm saying? All six of my eggs. No, don't half bake my cake. I need the whole. You need the whole recipe. All of it, every ingredient that I bring to the table, you need all of it. You might know somebody that can kind of do the things that I kind of sort of do, that kind of do the things that I do, but they'll never do it like me, because they are not me. I walk in that. I'm afraid of it sometimes, because some of y'all is crazy. Do you understand what I'm saying? But you'll have somebody that'll attempt to write. Well, that's okay. Don't use me then. I'm okay. I'm okay with that. But let me tell you where my priority is. And now all of that greatness, all of that on deck, all of that, right, all of that, Patrice, your whole essence, uh, right here. Right here, because I deserve it. I deserve all of me the same way that I have given all of myself to someone else, whether it's professionally, romantically, whether it's been socially. I deserve that. And you should tell yourself that all the time. I deserve all of me the way that I've given all of me to someone else. I am essential. What is it that is holding you back? I'm ready to do whatever it takes. Some people really are willing to do whatever it takes. Most of you are not. Because whatever it takes sometimes means losing those closest to you. Whatever it takes sometimes mean losing those closest to you. Or finding out that those that were closest to you don't mean you well. Seeing that and still moving forward. Sometimes you find out that whatever it takes, you just ain't willing to pay that price. So don't say that. Don't say that. Don't say I want to have Bill Gates money. You don't know what Bill Gates did to get it. I want to live like Bill Gates. The hell you do. The hell you say, fam. The hell you say. I want my life to be paralleled in its greatness. I want my life to be excelled in its fullness. You understand what I'm saying? I want to be exalted in my life in its fullness. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I want. I don't want nobody else's life. I don't want Devon's life. I don't want Kim's life. I don't want Keisha's life. I want Patrice's life at its fullest. You understand what I'm saying? I want to walk in the greatness that God had given to me. And I want that for each and every one of you. I want you to understand your how magnificent you are. I want you to understand how everything within everything that you really want is within your reach. Don't say that you want a fire hydrant and you don't want to use red paint. Fam, the fire hydrants over here are red. Would you like your fire hydrant to be blue? It can be blue, but it's going to get a different result. That's fine. I need all the red fire hydrants and I only got pink paint. Fam, get you some red paint though, G. Man, I need your German chocolate cake, but I don't want coconuts and stuff in my ice. And then you don't want a German chocolate cake, G. You want a chocolate cake with a different kind of frosting. You understand what I'm saying? You want a red velvet cake, then guess what color your cake is gonna be? It's red. You understand what I'm saying? Be specific in your requests. Know what you want. And then be prepared to go get it. Period. The hardest part of all of that is accepting the time and the preference that you need to actually go and get some of this stuff. You be like, what? I need to do what? Are you willing to do that though? I'm telling you, I'm not cutting ties. You know what I'm saying? I'm just expanding my reach. And a lot of people won't understand that. I'm not disengaging you. I'm changing my focus. You can still be here. You just won't be first. You can still be connected. Now we're just on my journey. Come or don't. And I'm okay with that. That type of acceptance. That type of understanding. And then allow those that are going to be on your team, allow those that are going to be in support of you. I'm telling you right now, I said it already. We can be mid-dead conversation talking about all the goodness of everything that we working on. And if none of that has to do, we ain't never got to talk about none of my dreams again. Then don't ask me. And when I'm over here focusing on my stuff, and you're like, I thought we was working on you was working on that. And this is what I'm working on. Hey, knock that out. Go ahead. I'm going to still be over here working on my shit. Shout out to my baby girl, Ashley Jasper, for joining the conversation. I appreciate you. What's good? Do you understand what I'm saying? All the things, all those things. I see you working on what? Oh, okay. That's so great. And if none of that is a part of my agenda, guess where I'm going to be? sideline cheering you from over there. Hey, how you doing? I see that things are going well from you. I'm building this building. I'm working on this structure. My priority is this building. And if you come over here and you don't have no tools to help facilitate what I'm building over here, and when I say no tools, I mean down to the damn cheering squad. Okay? If you don't come over here for that, then you don't gotta come over here. You get what I'm saying? I can cheer from you while I'm hammering my stuff. I don't have no problem with that. While I'm putting the nail in this coffin, bam, 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 I can still be doing this and cheer from you over here. But right here, I'm not gonna stop motherfucking hammering this to put this structure together, though. I'm not. I've put my tools away long enough. What else is holding you back? Nothing. Now, if you wanted to be a gymnast, and you're already in your 40s, that might not go so well. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm just keeping 100. And, you decided you wanted to have children instead, and you didn't physically focus on those things or whatever. But there are other attainable options. We just figure out what those are. Full-time CEO. What does that look like for you? This is what it looks like for me. Patricia, you be tired. I'm tired, yes. And I can't wait till some of y'all that are younger than me actually understand what I mean when I say that. I said that before. I said it earlier. I'm saying it again because I know some folks that just jogged on. And I want y'all to know, when I tell you that what I'm not finna do is be up all hours of the night and run myself physically ragged trying to keep up with somebody else's shit, it's not happening. Not doing it. I've done it for years and I'm not doing it anymore. If I'm staying up in the middle of the night, if I'm stressing myself out, if I'm sleep deprived, if I'm hungry because I haven't eaten, because I can't think, because I can't do this, if I haven't been able to physically do it, guess what I'm doing? I'm doing it for me. I'm not kicking it to make nobody else happy. I don't give a shit about y'all want to spend y'all nights and days at the bar. I did that already. I drank myself into oblivion already. I'm done. I'm bored with that. Are you not? Eventually you will be too. If not, then God help your liver. Okay? I've hung out in the clubs all the night. I don't give two hells what somebody that's old enough to be my child is doing with their day in the nightclub. I don't care. I don't have to be up on all of the latest trends that are happening. Speaking of, let me just, before I say this baby name wrong, let me see, BET Awards. I just want to say it. It's like because what is this fool's name? Okay, well, you take mushrooms, reishi mushrooms, to filter your liver. I'm allergic to some mushrooms and some fungus, so I'm straight. Let me look at this. I'm trying to find this fool in this outfit. Come on. I'm trying to find him. There he is. Look, right off the top. I knew he was going to be there. Okay, Lil Nas X. His gown was ugly. And look at you. How did you know? I just look at my right now. There it is. This Lil Nas X. I found that gown is so ugly. So here's my thing, and I'm going to say this, and this is me saying it. I can say what the hell I want to. It was so ugly. Like, it was nothing amazing about it. Not the cut of it, nothing. I don't give a hell. If he wanted to wear a gown, I don't care that he wanted to wear a gown. The gown was ugly. It was extra ugly. Like extra ugly. The pattern was jacked up. The point, it just was whack. And I can say that because that's what I'm saying, and it's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. I just had to throw that out there. I don't get, but he don't give two hells what I'm saying. And he wore it, and he felt like he was killing the game. But it was awful. And it was just not good. I've seen men wear wardrobes that are traditionally feminine. This was just unattractive. That's all. That's it. As a matter of fact, I ain't gonna even lie. I'm looking at the BET Awards, like most of these outfits, and I'm just disappointed. I don't know why. Like this whole generation, I'm so mad at y'all and y'all wardrobes. But nonetheless, this carry on. Carry on out, and I saw that because I was looking at somebody else's stuff. I didn't watch his performance. I didn't watch the awards. Why? I'm disinterested. I'm disinterested. There's nothing happening on that award show that is going to elevate my life. Nothing. And I hey, listen, do y'all enjoy this whole generation of entertainment? Knock yourselves out. Enjoy yourselves. You get what I'm saying? And in a couple of years, then we'll talk again and we'll see where you are with it, Mansa Musa. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta accept that we are not the same. I accept it. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. And you don't have to be, and you will be later or not. And I'm okay with that too. All I'm saying is when you are planning to take care of the things that you need to take care of for you, there's always going to be some give and take. That's life just shows up that way sometimes. And it's not always in the cycle or in alignment with what it is that you've intended. Sometimes you show up. Hey Key, how you doing? How you doing? Sometimes it's nothing like you thought. So be mindful with the whatever it takes. Some of y'all say whatever it takes and be lying to yourselves. Some of y'all say, it don't even matter. And it matters. Everything about it matters. I've said it. I know you. I'm willing. No, I'm not willing to do whatever it takes. When I realized what whatever it takes meant, I know that I had some lines. When I realized that whatever it took, I knew I got boundaries, fam. I got boundaries, and my boundaries may not align with yours, and what I'm okay with that now. You understand what I'm saying? I'm okay with that these days, whatever the case may be. Oh my God, I don't even know what this is. B, tell me what it is before I open it, please. I encourage y'all. So look, this is what I'm gonna do. I got a couple of y'all logged on. That's perfect. I'm gonna snag y'all attention real quick. Either post it on the wall or you can call 414-885-4739. That's area code 414-885-4739. I'm gonna put the banner up here so y'all can see the number and don't say that y'all don't know. If you have my personal number, you can call that too. I want to know what has been holding you back. And are you ready and willing to move forward? Hey Crystal, how you doing? Hey love. Hey Treese. Melody is in the building. What's good? What's up, Melody? And let me see what she said. She said yes to what works for you. Listen. Listen, what you won't gotta be on the same journey. I'm okay with that. You can actually think I'm crazy. I'm okay with that. You can at this point in time, you can feel like I've gone completely into bitch mode and I'm totally selfish. You can think that if you want to. And we all know that I am probably one of the nicest, most considerate people that a lot of people that I know have ever met. I'm not gullibly manipulatable. I think I put that right. I'm not just gonna hold off and let you do whatever you want to do and take advantage of me any kind of way. It's not happening, fam. It's not happening. Now, I'm not finna fight you. I'm not finna raise a whole bunch of hell about it because I don't have time for that type of energy. That type of frustration draws wrinkles. Why do you have so many? B. Why do you have so many? Okay. You get what I'm saying? Like, what is this? I'll look at it in a little bit. I don't know what that is. Um, what 414-885-4739. Area code 414-885-4739. You can either type it on the wall, you can call in, or you can inbox me, whichever makes it easier, a voicemail so I can know. A great topic. Well, I'll look at it. Okay. Crystal Ship said I was holding me back. And yes, I'm walking in the season of giving myself all of me. That's what I'm talking about. I'm give yourself all of the same self that you was giving somebody else. How about that? Give yourself all of the same parts of you, all of the same intention, all of the same focus, all of the same connection. You get what I'm saying? Give that to you. You deserve it. I deserve it. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. I deserve every bit of me. I deserve all of my marketing ability. I deserve all of my ability, all of my admin work. I deserve all of that. I deserve that. But I'm gonna tell y'all right now what that also means. That means that since I'm doing that for me, I can't do it for you. If I have to do all of my admin work, if I have to do all of my marketing work, if I have to do all of my own design work, if I have to put my product together, if I have to do all of my massages, if I have to come up with my creative, if I'm doing all of the things that I've been doing, if I'm doing all of that for myself, then I'm not going to be able to do it for you. Brian said, I've been doing my own for 25 years. I have been working for me for a very long time, but I've always been working for someone else first. So I was getting to me later. And at this juncture in the game, I'm done with getting to me later. Margaret said, hey, boo. Hey, Margaret, how you doing? How you doing? Do you get what I'm saying? I'm done with getting to me later. I'm done with that. And I don't care who don't like it. You know what I mean? If you've been self-serving for some time, this probably ain't news to you. If you spent the majority of your days being self-serving, then maybe you should probably take some time and think outside of yourself a little bit more. I've spent a lot of time thinking outside of myself and placing others' priorities, even ones that didn't align with the way that I wanted to get things done. I've placed them in front of my own, and I've just decided recently that I'm pretty much done with that. I'm pretty much done with that, and I know that's a lot of hurt feelings on deck, but that's what it is. And I'm saying all of that so that you understand that it's okay. People grow and people change, and when people care about you, and people say that they love you, then they support you doing what's best for you first. And I said this earlier too. If your people would prefer that you spend your days exhausted, that they would prefer that you spend your days run down and tired, as long as whatever it is that you are doing for them is done, them not your people. Not at all. As long as you lay out there, I don't give a. And this gonna sound. I care about what's happening in the community. I do, but I've been in community involvement since I was 14. If now I'm in a different stage in my life. No, I don't want to spend my days in activism. I don't want to spend my hours counseling and mentoring your children. I've done that for well over 20 something years. And I'm not focused on that right now. Somebody asked me the other day, how's Ugly Who? Ugly Who is on hiatus. The last year, 2021, 2019, 99. Last year, I believe it was, Ugly Who made 10. That's Ugly Who made 10 last year. Since I was 14, I've been in youth development. I was a crew leader doing my own stuff. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not here for it, for it and nobody. You know what I'm saying? I'm over it. I'm over it. I'm over all of the other priorities. If we start having a conversation, and unless our engagement is specifically to I'm here to talk about you, don't come start no conversation about me, and then we end up talking about you. Don't do it, because it'll be the last time we talk about me. Now I'll listen to you. I'll stay listening, because that's what I'm a friend like that. I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna be supportive, the whole 9 yards. But don't start talking about me and help having me share and open up whatever, only so you can just get enough out so that now we can talk about you. I can see that a mile away, and I'm probably not going to talk to you about it anymore. Melody said, you got to be your first and best advocate. You know, I believe that. I've just always been an advocate for other people first. You get what I'm saying? My priority has always been to be of service, to be available to and for everyone that I could. You get what I'm saying? But then people don't have boundaries. Do you understand what I'm saying? People don't set lack consideration. And I'm saying that as a general statement. When I say people, there's a general statement, because it's not everybody. Some people, you know what I mean? But it's enough that what I've encountered keeps me from prioritizing in that capacity. It keeps me from saying, okay, let's work on this, let's work on that for you. Because the truth of the matter is, at this stage all I care about is getting myself together. Taking care of my family, making sure that my family is good, and getting myself together. And I say taking care of my family, I mean even down to the fact where I'm not even here to let them stress me out. If they not happy or they frustrated about some things, whatever, I'm here to listen, and let's get to the results. How can we resolve it? How can we make it better? What can we do to make it right? Because anytime focused on just being irritated, frustrated, man, I just go to sleep. Because time woke and moving about, in my personal opinion, should be spent. And where's that quote at? Let me find the quote again. Should be spent in the light. Honoring the light. You know what I'm saying? Honoring the light in us, the thing that we fear most. You know what I'm saying? That we are powerful beyond measure. That's what I want to focus on. I want to focus on, how can I get all this stuff together? I can't change people and their habits. I can't change the way people think and how they move. And I'm not here to. I'm not here. I've spent so many years trying to encourage positivity, people making stupid ass moves regarding their relationships. And if you want to do them things and you know it don't make no sense, knock yourself out. Spend your days and your nights stressed out. I'm not doing it. I'm not here for that anymore. If you want to not be well in that space, then that's just where you're gonna be. And you're gonna not be well in that space. And I'm not sitting there. I'll come by and make sure you're straight, but I'm not living there. I am not. It is our light, not our darkness. Come on, Sharice. that most frightens us. I said I'd be terrified of the light that shines in me. That is a whole blessing. But I also found out that people say you got to be mindful who you give your light to. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No more dimmers. No more dimmers over here. Not a one. But I'm gonna tell you what I'm not gonna do is just be. I don't have to be available to everybody. You can still see my light. You can see it. You just ain't necessarily gonna be available to bask in it unless you're doing it from the reflective off wherever it is. Because my focus is this house. This house. What is keeping you down? What is holding you back? You understand what I'm saying? I sit and I be quiet a lot. And I watch a lot because we don't gotta agree. That's how you feel. And I posted the other day. I can listen. I validate your ability to have whatever feelings that you have in a moment. Because they're your feelings. You're entitled to have feelings. You can feel. You can be hurt. You can be mad. You can be jealous. You can be angry. You can be all of these things. You can be all of those things. Knock yourself out. What you do about those feelings is a whole other ball game, fam. Your actions because of your feelings. Now that is where accountability comes in. That is where I personally draw the line. Quiet as kept, that's where the law draw the line. And I'm just saying it. You can or cannot. It's you can or cannot. Deanna said, I'm slowly learning that. Come on, little sis. Yes. Thank you, Cherie. She's like, yes, listen. You can or cannot. You can feel however you want to. You can be irritated. You can be overjoyed. You can be happy. You can be mad. You can be lost. You can be all of these things. What you do because of your feelings is a whole other situation. That's like the mind of, and I know this is a total extreme, but I'm gonna throw this out here. You get what I'm saying? That's like the how do I explain this now? And I'm gonna say this, and I'm not with I have to use this metaphor. It's a very extreme, but I'm using it. But it's like the thoughts and mind of a pedophile. Okay? Because the truth is, you can't help who you are attracted to. Whether you bask in that attraction and what you do about it is a whole other story. If you find someone's significant other attractive, that's cool. Fine. They're handsome or beautiful or sexy or whatever. That's no problem. What you do about them shits is a whole other ball game. You understand what I'm saying? What you do about it. Now, are you just walking up to them and rubbing on them? You can't do that. You can't just randomly grab onto people. You can't impose upon other people's anything without expecting some type of consequence. If you walk around feeling like you can just say what you want to say, you can just do what you want to do, and there are no consequences, nobody got to put up with that shit. Don't nobody have to put up with it. You could do it. It might not go well for you. You can do it. It just might not go how you think it's gonna go. You feel what I'm saying? You could just walk around and people and like, you know what, use a dumb bitch. Use a dumb bitch. Use a dumb bitch. That's probably not gonna go well for some people. You can say it. It's just the consequences is real, fam. You know what I'm saying? It's like you can't run around calling no people hands. How ass niggas. You can't do it. Well, you can. There are consequences for that. When you get older, you become liberated and be like, well, I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking. Say how I feel. You can say how you feel. You can say what you're thinking, but there are consequences for that because other people have the ability to say what they thinking and what they feel too. Like it works both ways. This life and these freedoms that we assume that we have are not single-sided. These ideas of non-structural Constraints are not double sided. They're not. It's not one sided, fam. You can do it, but it can happen to you. Be mindful of those things. You living life, living la vida loca. Live on, live free, live carefree. Don't give two hells, and then see what that looks like for you. I mean, sometimes I think like I spend a lot of time considering what, how, when, who, where, because I understand consequence. And because and if the simplest of the reasons in all of that is simply this: at any moment in this life, a life could be over. Whether it's mine, someone I'm connected to. So I'm not passing them no more opportunities to live in wellness. I'm not passing up any more opportunities to live in peace, to live in love, to live in comfort, to live in satisfaction, to live in happiness. I'm not passing up no more opportunities. Do you understand? Because someone else can't manage or can't get their stuff together. I'm not here for that. When I leave this, like I almost never argue with people that I love. And I will offer a difference of opinion and then be like, well, okay. Because the last thing I want is to be the last. Do you really believe that I want the last words that we exchange to be negative? Do you really think that I want the last experience that we have one another to be hostile? Should I leave this life today, tomorrow, whenever? Because any moment is possible, any hour, any day, any time, it's possible. Is that I don't want that in my heart. I don't want that for you. And I definitely don't want it for me. I'm not arguing with you, and then tomorrow something happens to you. And you're like, we wasn't friends. We wasn't getting along. We was fighting. We was mad. The devil's a lie. The devil's a lie. It's too much other things to do with this world. It's too many other things to celebrate in this life. Too many other ways to move forward. Do you understand what I'm saying? Just be mad all day. I don't have the energy or the capacity to be that way. Nor now this is what's important right here. Nor do I have the energy or the capacity to be around someone else who is festering in that shit. If that because it radiates. It radiates. When I'm yesterday I had an anxiety attack while we were in the grocery store. And I managed it somewhat, but my energy projected it so big that my mom was like, "Are you okay?" Like she could see it on me. It was just there. So imagine if you could see anxiety, you can see anger, you can see desolation, you can see loneliness, you can see it. It shows up in you physically, it shows up in you emotionally, it shows up in your attitude, it shows up everywhere. So why not look for all the good parts? Why run from the light? Why hide from those things? That's the best parts of you. It's the best parts of those that we love. Enjoy those times. Enjoy those moments. Create space for those moments. You understand what I'm saying? I don't want no extra wrinkles in my face, baby. I try to keep this little 47-year-old looking face as youthful as possible. I smile a lot. I laugh a lot. I live in all of these little moments because I honor that time. Regina Walters, what's good? Hey Z, checking in. She said, spend your day smiling, not frowning. All day, I stop and I look at the sky and I marvel at the clouds, the formation, how clear it is, how cloudy it is. I look at the different colors of the trees and figure out how the greens are changing and fading, the textures of the dirt, the birds when they flying, like all the little things. The sound of nothing. Let's check this out. That's so fly to me. When all you can hear is just the air moving, because air is always moving. And when you do like this, you disrupt it. I'm so silly. But nonetheless, when you do that, you disrupt the flow. And the air was always happening, just the stillness of it. There's so much peace and so much beauty in that stillness. Try it. You get what I'm saying? Right now, I'm looking at this candle burn. You get what I'm saying? And I'm just looking at the fire dance. And if you look at the fire, you can see all the different colors in the fire. You get what I'm saying? The further away from the wick it gets, the whiter it gets, and the closer to it gets, is blue. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, these different layers of like all these little simple things. And now being into massage and learning the body the way that we have, I look at it so differently now. All how everything, especially studying connective tissue, how all of these pieces, like it's all one. Like if this is connected to this connected to this, like technically I'm a part of the glass now. Because it's all connected. Like it's literally all connected. I'm connected to this, that's connected to this, that's connected. It's so crazy. And every part of your body shows that. When you are stressed out, you will be surprised how your ankles not up. Like, how you stressed out in my ankles? I carry my stress in my feet. You carry your stress in the parts of your bodies that is weakest. You know what I'm saying? And then those are the parts of the fascia and the tissue that not up on you. But that's another story. We're not here to talk about massage. We'll talk about muscles and all that stuff later. I'm just talking about manifesting that type of energy, manifesting your realness, allowing your reality to be what you want it to be. Get out of your own way. Get out of your way. I don't want to spend the days talking about all the dark things all the time. That's a thing. Like the dark place is a thing. I don't even want to see the gray place. Okay? We all know that everything ain't beautiful and everything ain't great every hour of the moment. Sometimes you are faced with adversity. Sometimes you are faced with conflict. And you can't always choose that. But you can every last time choose how you handle it. It's the only thing that you got control of. Not for real. For real. Unless you have some type of chemical imbalance that don't allow you to control your emotions. Or you're mentally inapt and not able to control your thought of reason. But aside from that, fam, it's a thing. It's a whole thing. And what are you doing about it is the biggest part of the question. Are you planning to move? I know quite a few people that said, you know what, we moving out of state. And that's what they did. They got their families together and they relocated. I know quite a few families who decide, you know what, I'm gonna do something somewhere else, and they did it. They took them together and they get it. I know quite a few people who are in relationships right now and miserable as hell. Well, I'm gonna just be miserable for the rest of my life. No. I know some people who are looking at a relationship one-sided and all they care about is their own happiness. There's some people in a relationship right now that's pissed off because their partner is not doing exactly what they want them to be doing. Why is the person on your partner? I'm not subjecting myself to that type of misery. I'm not. There's some people that's in relationships that didn't want to really be in monogamy and living la vida loca behind their partner's backs. And then people are like, well, you should have known, you should have decided. boy, I tell you, that fine line of honesty is something. I'm talking about within self. We aren't talking about telling the truth and telling the truth. Tell the truth, shame the devil. To other people, we're talking about to yourself. Like I love watching foliage. I wanted to learn how to grow plants. I don't know anything about what's the word I'm looking for? Plants and growing things, whatever. But I'm growing these plants. I'm trying, and they haven't died yet, so I think I'm doing okay. You know what I'm saying? They're growing things. I think I'm doing okay. I also want to understand that everybody is different. But don't ask me, like, if you are my friend and we sit in horticulture. Listen, it's all bad, sis. My thumbs are so not green. Okay. They are so not green. It's terrible. But I'm trying. I'm gonna figure it out. I think if they don't die, I keep looking at them because I feel like they're changing every second, and I'm missing it. I'm missing the change. Anywho, everybody's different, and what I did learn a few years ago in a very intense situation is that people know when they do things that quote unquote either go against the norm or that you particularly wouldn't approve of, or that's why I don't tell you. Okay. They wanted to do it anyway. And whatever the consequences was, they was willing to accept it. You know what I'm saying? I had a friend that was in a situation and I called her and I was like, hey, I'd rather not talk about it. Oh, okay. Oh, you was on some BS then. Okay, say less. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. You deal with the consequences of it, and that's fine. But what I'm that always gets me. That always gets me. Everybody don't have to think like me. Everybody don't have to want these freedoms for themselves. Don't call me and say, Treese, what you think about such and such, and expect me to lie. Cause I won't. Cause I won't. I'm not going to. I'm not gonna do that. That's up to me, and I'm not gonna do it to you. I'd rather you not be my friend, and I'd rather us not engage in any capacity after I told you the truth answer. Then if you don't want to talk to me no more, then I'm okay. But you won't ever be able to say that I lied to you about it. I won't be the friend that you can say, well, why you didn't tell me? I'm gonna tell you. You probably not gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna like it, but I'm gonna tell you because my intention is never to hurt or cause harm, especially someone that I care about. Nah. Why would I want to do that? Why would I want that for them? I don't. I want you to feel good. I want you to be good. I want you to want what's best for you. I want all of that stuff. I want you to have the things that you set forth for yourself. But I also want you to know that accepting quote unquote life blessings or gifts from God, you don't get to dictate how the packaging is. You don't accept the gifts from the Most High, then accept this gift. You understand what I'm saying? You don't get to say, wait, Father, you didn't use sparkly paper. You can't say, wait, universe, hold on. I would like the unicorn. They can be like, oh, okay, but that's not this package. You feel me? Oh, okay. That's cool. I can get you something. Let me get the other. No. I want this one, but I want it in this. No. That's not how it comes. That's not how it comes. We have to. We just the same way. There's freedom. We're talking about freedom of choice, freedom of speech, freedom of. You do not have freedom of consequence, fam. You just don't. All these things are going to take place. All these things are going to happen based on a series of patterns. Like it's just, I know it's not that difficult to sort out, though. G, it's just not. You know, you like you like. I feel like that auntie that went away for the vacation and then showed up, and then like my whole everything was different. Oh, auntie, you got you some sun? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, now I've been trying to for years now, trying to get a hold of this Milwaukee IDGAF energy. Cause and I call it that because I know it's different in other places, but Milwaukee has a very special such and such, whatever. Nikki Vicky said, "Hey, beautiful queen, I always tune in right on time." Come on now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get it into this space. You get what I'm saying? And you pick up your package. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not here to try to tell you that you can request that the universe drops you off this gift and then be, well, I don't want it in this package. Well, you didn't say that initially, and this is how this comes. God said, I got this blessing for you. Here, you can have it. Oh, wait a minute. I want the blessing, but I want the one that looks like hers. It's not gonna manifest the same in your life, man. Red on my hair won't be the same red on somebody else's. Red on these lips won't be the same red on somebody else's. It'll be similar though. Similar is not the same, man. Let me take my glasses off so I can say this to y'all out loud. Similar is not the same. And I'm gonna say it again. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do this because I think people think I'm kidding. The word similar means resembling without being identical. Should I say it again? Resembling without being identical. Now, identical would be a synonym for same. Similar, it's not. Okay. Well, it was almost a baby, Brandy. Almost doesn't count. It's not the same thing. Moscato, it's not a Riesling. A Chardonnay, it's not Moscato. Tis all wine, though. You find what I'm saying? A sweet red blend is not a Merlot. Unless it says Merlot. Mm. Y'all not feeling me. Pink Moscato is not rosé. But it's all wine. You understand? Like, I'm trying to. I have on glasses. Okay, this is a bifocal. Okay, it's a lineless bifocal, baby. Trust me. Okay, I have on glasses. This is a bifocal, and someone may have on glasses also. Also, but this set of glasses has JustPatrcie on the side of the arm. Not the same. Not the same. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody can be 5'8" and weigh 198 pounds, 5'9", 198 pounds, and be in a, I don't know, size extra large. Or you can be 5'3", 200 and I don't know, 50 pounds and be in an extra large. Similar, but not the same. Follow me. I'm an extra large, you're an extra large. It's the same. We are not the same. We are not the same. Perfect example. Deanna, my homegirl Deanna, is a massage therapist in the class with me. Okay. She and I are not the same. If she touch you and I touch you, you are going to know the difference. It's going to be good either way, but it's going to be different. Not the same. Not the same. Because in order for you to get that thing, whatever that thing is, you have to do what's required to attain that thing. I know y'all keep talking about why I keep going back to cake. Maybe I want some cake. Maybe I want some cake. I do want the cake at the Milwaukee market, but stay focused, Patrice. I keep going back to that because I think people are not processing for me, and I keep saying it because I want you to keep remembering. I want to drill into your mind. I want you to keep focusing on it. I want you to keep make it a part of your regular everyday thoughts. Like this is I want this. And these are the things that I'm going to need to do to get this. Are you willing to do those things? Want chocolate cake? Do I need to put cocoa in it? Yes. Well, can I get a chocolate cake with no cocoa? No. No, you cannot. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I don't know. I keep missing the cake. Maybe I want a cake. I'm gonna figure that out. Where I'm going is, I need you to really think about what is holding you back. I think about my sister Nikki and the walk that she is doing, the journey that she is on. I be thinking to myself, God, I wish I had the capacity to be able to move the way that she moves, to be able to the endurance that she shows. I'm like, do I have that? Well, I don't know because I ain't tried it. And it won't be the same because our bodies are different, but it'll be my version of that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm proud and inspired by what she's doing. I still have to accept that her goals and her transition, her transformation is hers. And I will have something similar, but it won't be the same. A lot of people think about the language that we use and don't want to use the right words. Words are important. Speak those things that are not as though they are. Speak life, sis. Speak positivity into yourself. Say it out loud. No matter how you look at it, no matter where you present it from, you follow me? It's still required of the same thing to use the language, to use the words, to use that energy to manifest it. And if you are not doing that and you are contradicting it constantly, guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? Not the thing. Not the thing. You speak life 6 times a week. And on the 7th, all you say is all the negative stuff. What are you going to be drawn to? You think it would be the six stuff. You would be surprised how the one contradicting statement in your energy is what you draw to. It all send all your energy to the light. Send all your energy. All your energy to the focus, to the main goal. Send all of yourself, the same dedication that you have given something or someone else. Give it to you. Commit to yourself. The same way that you frustrated that your significant other said they was going to commit. Commit to you. Commit to your dream. Commit to your purpose. Commit to your goal. You deserve it. I said this earlier. I am essential. I am essential. No more, no more walking in humility. Let me throw this out here, and I think that this is necessary for me to address this while I'm here. Being essential, acknowledging that I am essential, acknowledging the necessity of who I am, acknowledging my greatness, acknowledging how strong my strengths and my light does not put me in a position to does not require that I negate, belittle, betray, berate, or any of those negative tear downs, anything or anybody else. Just because I'm talking about my light or because I'm honoring my light, that doesn't mean that I'm treating somebody else terrible. It doesn't mean that I'm belittling somebody else, and I don't have to uplift myself at the expense of someone else. That is not required. Like, who told you that? So the only way for your crown to bling is if you knock the crowns off the head of somebody else. That doesn't even make any sense. So are you telling me in a room full of light bulbs that the only way that you can see your light is all the other lights is out? Does your light not contribute to the collective light? Is your light not that strong? All light. All light is. Do you understand what I'm saying? All light. All light. If we turn off all these other lights, this light is still gonna be on. The light on my phone is still on, yo. You understand what I'm saying? It's still on. The lights on this mixer still on. The candle light's still burning. If we turn off all the other lights in here, they're not gonna go off. And because I acknowledge the candle light, it doesn't take away from this LED light or from the lights on the mixer or the light from the monitor. It is acknowledging one doesn't have to take away from the other. You don't have to highlight one. I mean, you have to like the belittle one to uplift the other. The same thing with self. It's like really good food. When you find a good something, the best burgers in the city, or the best everybody about making crab boils. You find the best crab boil in the city. You don't be like, all these other ones is trash. Only this one is good. You be like, this the best one I had. I love this one. You don't necessarily even focus not one breath of words on something else that's not as good. Why does it have to be any different when we talk about ourselves? You don't be like I Burger King burgers is only good because they better than McDonald's. I'm only good because I'm better than. Nobody does that. And like when you lay it on, you look at it this way, it doesn't even make sense that way. What makes sense is that you acknowledge and you highlight all the goodness. And even in yoga, what is that? The light in me acknowledges or honors the light in you. It didn't say nothing about, and while I'm talking about you, and I'm talking about your light, and I'm also gonna not acknowledge her light because your light is prettier than her light. It don't say that. It does not say that anywhere in the process. It's okay. You don't have to be shitty to not be humble. It's such a terrible word. I know that we're not taught that it's not a great word. I just don't like it. I don't like the idea that having to lessen my the value of who I am. I don't like that. And I'm not a fan of that word. But I'm also a fan of using words to speak life into yourself and using words to honor and manifest these things that we want. And in order to do so, you have to learn to speak those words. You have to tell people, I'm all messed up. I messed up my back. Fam, your back is not messed up. Stop saying that to yourself. And I fucked up my leg. You did not fuck yourself up. Okay? Stop saying that. There is issue. There's something wrong. You do something is out of alignment. You know what I'm saying? And even still, I'm learning how to tweak these words. I don't want to speak nothing negative over myself. Nothing. Like I keep saying this, I keep saying I'm looking to make a change in my smile. And a lot of people say, don't do that. You know, that's the one thing about you. That's my signature. Whose signature? Whose signature? You want this gap? You can have it. You get what I'm saying? What I would like though is to adjust it. And that is my intention. You understand what I'm saying? That is my intention. But saying that to somebody else, like, oh, don't do that. You get what I'm saying? Don't change that. Oh, but just to cut off all my locks. Don't do that. Well, I'm gonna get that whole face together. I'm gonna get. Well, it'd be so go if I couldn't do my eyebrow lifting, and I can't do the eyebrow lift. Look, if you're watching the show right now, you see me. I'm moving my eyebrows. I'm holding them so that one go up, and it's not really. It's doing. I'm doing it with my hands because that's what I'm thinking in this moment. That was me making the eyebrow face because I can't do it on my hand. All I'm saying is that get out of your own way. Don't use any more excuses of somebody's something else. Don't count on. That's so messed up. The support of others if that's not a part of the recipe for your success. Find out what it is that you need. Like, get all the ingredients to attain the goal, the end result, the label of success, the idea, like whatever that is that you are trying to get. And just remember that when you substitute or you alter the recipe, you're going to get something different. You're going to get something different. That's not negotiable. Like if you don't do this and you do this instead, then this is going to happen. If you don't do this, but you do that instead, then this is going to happen. If you do this and only this, you get my point. All right. So we can talk about a little bit of nothingness right now, real quick. I wanna do that. So I spend a little time. I want y'all to hold on to that thought and that focus, and I want y'all to carry that with y'all. And I can browbeat you over and over with it, but I don't want to. I know you get it. I know you taking that information and you processing it. Take a minute to let it like resonate in your spirit. I respect that. I respect that wholeheartedly. Just like sometimes I'm like when I said, like I'm gonna make the decisions when I'm ready. And I'm willing to deal with whatever the consequences of my ready not being when everybody else is ready. I wanted to take a quick moment and just a couple things I wanted to touch base on. Like here in the city, there are two very well-known gentlemen who got into an altercation. It's about 2 weeks now. It's not a little more. And it was a whole big to-do made about it. Like, seriously. They talked about it. You are welcome, Beatrice. It's been talked about and ridiculed and all those things or what have you. And then I got another phone call about somebody else that's looking for somebody else because when they see them on site, and I be thinking to myself in the middle of all of this, I'm not saying anybody is wrong. You do what makes you feel good. Do what's best for you is what I keep telling y'all. You wasting all this good energy. And I don't really know if it was just something that I heard rumored, but I heard those first two gentlemen that had got into the altercation are looking to do some sort of charity event to turn, how do you say, the stigma that that incident had left, to transition that into something more positive. I don't know how true it is. Oh, hey D Rock. How you doing? I don't know how true it is, but I hope that's the case. I hear that they were working on some type of charity boxing match, which would actually place them in a situation to use the experience to change the narrative. You get what I'm saying? A negative to a positive. Thank you, D Rock. And I hope that is what is happening because I just know. Oh, he said it's true, and I'm hosting. That's what I'm talking about. So I'm excited to hear that. Then I'll be able to confirm that when I get the details on it. I'd love to be able to confirm it. I'm sure that's something that um the station is going to get in on the information of. That would be so dope. I'd like to know more about that. So please keep me posted, sir. I hope you are having a splendid day. T Rock, it's been a while. It was good to see you the other day. Glad to be able to hear us talking about manifesting those things that are those things in our life that we've been in our own way for. She said that's nice, but that's probably not likely for the last two. Yeah, yeah, the last two, the first two is probably gonna happen. He said, "What do you need to confirm?" I need details. I need to know when it's gonna be, where it's gonna be. You get what I'm saying? I need details, all the details. That's what I need, D. Rock. And yeah, I know Beatrice. The other dude that said on site. Mm-mm. Yes, 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 and great talking to you too. Indeed, I just feel like we're coming into this space. I want to talk about that. I also wanted to talk about back to on a just a note of acceptance. Oh, you will have them first. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, D. Right. Um, I know a lot of people say, Patrice, you don't talk about community issues. Patrice, you don't address what's happening in the city. And I'm not here for the ridicule. I don't do the quote unquote love and hip hop type news gossip. I just don't. I don't have the time or the energy for that. I think that all the mess that's going on in the city and or around the world, around the state, has enough light on its own, and I ain't going. Um, I want to be able to help offset some of the negativity with just focus on building self, focusing on growing and being well, so that we can do that for our families, growing and like just it's just time to grow up. And some people are still in the phases where, they're growing up is requiring them to participate in activities that, some of us don't agree with. But again, you can. I just don't got to be a part of that. And my show will probably never be a part of anything like that. And someone asked me, what you know about such and such happening? I know that it happened. And what's your thoughts? What's your thoughts? And I'm not here to perpetuate the bullshit. I'm absolutely not, and I'm not going to. I'm not going to lead into it, and I'm not going to give you any room to play those games with me and mine. It's messy, and I think it's part of the reason. That's no different than sharing videos of people causing each other harm in our community, like those crowd fights of the people. Like, it's some stuff I'm just not sharing. Like, I'm also not sharing um homicide situations, and it's just that is so impersonal and so intrusive. Okay, maybe that's just me. I'll accept that it's just me, but I don't want to see, or I don't want to look on the TV or the news or the internet and see someone that I care about in their last moments, especially via harm. Or I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that, and I don't want that for someone else. A mother, a grandmother, a family is already a channel for that. It is, but it ain't this one. It ain't this one. It ain't this show. I'll tell you that. And it's I'm not with it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to help to add to the trauma. We talk all the time about healing and getting well, and therapy and self honesty, and making room for better. And we can't do that. Well, I don't want to add to it. If we can't do it, we'll never come from under the mountain, as I call it. We'll never be able to come from up under the mountain if we continue in that capacity. I'm looking forward to being able to, what did you call it, Deatrice? Being a snow bird, is it? Because I know I keep using the wrong animal. Hold on. I'm so thirsty. I keep using the wrong animal. So I think it's a snowbird where you transition from state to state. And I want to be able to have that. I'm going to be able to have that. I'm already, it's a snowbird. Thank you, Deatrice. So I'm like, I don't remember. I hope that as we get ready to close, you take a moment to focus on getting out of your own way. That you commit to giving yourself all of the parts of you plus some, that you commit to giving to something or someone else every day with the same zeal and passion that you give it to them. Give it to yourself with the same focus and dedication, the same commitment that you get up every morning and go to your job, if that's where you do, that you make sure your children eat, that you call your mom or your dad and you say, hey, just checking on you, I love you, that you go balls to the wall for your friend that started their own business and you're helping them out. Whatever it is, that vision that you have, I hope with all of my heart that you find an opportunity to connect with the ability to allow it to manifest, to give yourself room for forgiveness, to forgive yourself for the time that you have not committed to doing it, as I'm still working through forgiving myself for putting everything and everybody else before me and picking up the scraps for me, for taking the time to dedicate and focus on me. I'm still learning to forgive myself for not believing enough in myself, but believing the world in someone else, for allowing other people to selfishly use take advantage, manifest all of my good shit for themselves. Like all of that. All of that is where I'm at. And I believe that once I've accepted my apology to me, that getting out of my own way will be even easier. Even easier. Spending the time to lay out my plan. I got a plan. Keep checking in on the plan. Checking in spiritually. And I don't know what y'all check-in look like, but my check-in is with God. You know what I'm saying? I talk to God, I talk to the universe. I talk to my ancestors because I believe all of that energy helps to manifest direction. But that's my personal belief, and you can have your own. Whatever it is that you are focusing on and focusing with, I really, really hope that this conversation has helped you to look past the right now moment and the what ifs that didn't come about and the I wish I had that have gone on to someone. I wish that you really take the time to look beyond that, because it's the only way to keep moving forward. It's the only way to take the time to say to yourself, I deserve all of the good parts of me the same way that I gave them to somebody else. I handed it over so freely. I should hand over all the good parts to myself, right back to me. All of your creative thinking, all of your compassion, all of your due diligence, all of your dedication, all of your focus, all of your creativity, your press, your perseverance, your comfort, all of your love, all of your understanding, all those things that you gave to somebody else, give them to you. All of your trust. Trust yourself. Trust you. Go ahead, take the time. Trust you. Look at the truth. You make a decision sometimes. Truth, are you smart? Yup. Truth, yes, I'm creative. Yes, I am creative. Yes, I am smart. Yes, I am a good cook. Just go start with telling yourself all the good things that you do. I really do need to cook. I haven't cooked in a long time. But nonetheless, start with those things. And then let that light just, because it ain't out. You know what I'm saying? You got so many things on top of it. Just peel away all those layers. The light is not going away. It's not going away. Just peel away all the layers. And walk and allow and manifest in that. Allow that to be the parts of you that the rest of the world get to see. Don't be afraid of it. Don't hide it anymore. Be amazing. My God, that's a hard thing to say out loud, right? I'm amazing. Say it to yourself. I'm amazing. I said it earlier. I'm essential. I know it. I look at this and listen. You need this. You need me. You need me. I need me. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that need me. I'm essential. Like necessary. You are essential. You are creative. You are brilliant. You are beautiful. You're smart. You're witty. You are funny. You are passionate. You are committed. You're dedicated. You have purpose. Say it to yourself. Think about it. Look, that's a real thing. That self-talk, the same way you do self-talk. Full-time CEO. Do you see it? Keep reading it. Say it to yourself over and over again. We live. And baby, this show live. You are welcomed. Indeed, Deidre said, "Peoples may be mad at you for it, but they won't be mad forever. So give yourself some of your own goodness. You are worth it." Love you, Patrice. Have a good rest of your day. Thank you again for feeding us. Till next time, be safe. Yes, you also. She said, "Be safe. Y'all be safe until next time. Y'all be safe now." I love it, Deidre. People may be mad at you for it, but they won't be mad forever. So give yourself some of your own goodness. You are worth it. I love that you're saying that. Thank you, Beatrice, for that. Hey, Steve. Glad to see you stuck around for a little bit. I just think that it's time, y'all. It's not just time for me, and I keep saying that some of y'all are younger than me. You know what I'm saying? I'm 47 now. And everything happens during this purpose. Everything happened in this time. I keep trying to tell y'all, it's cool. I just I had hoped sooner that I could have this light come on. But I don't remember anybody telling me to turn my light on. I don't remember anybody telling me the thing that I'm telling y'all right now. Not like this. There have been plenty of people to support me. I have great support team. I have great encouragers. I have a whole crew of cheerleaders. Awesomeness. Absolutely. I'm definitely not alone. You know what I'm saying? But being able to walk in that, rap in that, manifest in that space. Don't take forever to believe it, y'all. Don't wait to believe in yourself. And don't. And I say, don't. Don't. Talk to yourself in a way that beats yourself up. If somebody else is doing it, for every 2 words that they give yourself 6. Somebody says something negative, you don't, people, if I'm gonna just say, y'all know that if you don't build your own dreams, somebody is going to pay you to help them build theirs. And for a lot of years, I have been paid to build somebody else's. So when I tell you I know what I know, I'm telling you I know what I know. I don't regret a moment of participating in someone else's success. It's it's very enriching to see someone walk in a space that and you were there to help them through that. Like it's priceless in itself. But there is an even doper, more lively, fulfilling experience, like a tingling feeling when I get a phone call and someone says, "I put your cream on and now I can do all my stuff. My back was killing me. And now such. Thank you for the massage. Thank you for the products. Thank you for like that right there." Or it's very similar, not almost no difference. It's very similar to when I was on stage and I used to sing and I was performing and I knew that someone would be touched by our shows. Someone would um, be connected to the experience that we were offering. Like that's a dope feeling to know that you had a hand in that for someone. Shout out to my baby girl Freebird for joining the conversation. Hey boo. hmm But the more that I learn, the more my mind becomes open to these ideals, that all the things that we've learned up until this point was just only this much of what's available to us. It's only a small fraction of all of the better things that are to come. And I hope to be a part of that for you. I hope to be a part of watching your celebration take place. That you get a chance to connect with the woulda, coulda, shouldas in your life and move forward from them. And I am going to, in the process of, currently involved with, moving in the direction of. Come on, y'all. Have that. Like, have that. You deserve it. Every bit of it. Like, every bit of it. You deserve it. I ain't gonna keep y'all. I'm about to get ready to go and take a nap before I get my study on. I got my state law exam tomorrow. And I don't even know how I'm gonna process all that. But I'm going to. And I'm gonna do it with this same smile afterwards, because I don't smile when I'm taking the test. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I should try that. Maybe I will. But until next week, y'all, it's been good. I love the ability to be able to connect with you. I love the having the wherewithal in myself that I'm able to connect with you. Oh, hey Enoch, how you doing? He said, and good luck, you got it. To be able to connect in that way that it makes sense for us all. I hope that you walk away feeling empowered and inspired, focused, and challenged to connect with yourself, to be able to place you first, to be able to get out of your own way and allow for your greatness to shine. Don't hide it. Don't hide it. Now more. It's beautiful. And no matter how many lights are in the room, it never takes away from your brilliance. Until next week, y'all. It's been real. I'll holler.
Adiós mío, papi. No puedo dejar de sentir una especial de manera de usted.
You already know.
Sometimes it's hard to explain how you feel when your troubles are weighing you down. And it's hard to accept that the world has your back when you cry and there's no one around. But it's okay, girl, to take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, that tomorrow is gonna be alright. Breathe just breathe. Nobody said it'd be easy. You're working hard to take care of your babies. And the way the world's set up, even when your man gives up, you got to keep it moving on. So it's okay, girl. Take a day, girl, to regroup and to relax your mind. I know your pain, girl. Trust when I say, girl, breathe out. Let it go. Let it go. Touch. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Touch. On its shoulders. Breathe in. Let it go. Touch. On its shoulders. Breathe in. Let it go. Let it go. Touch. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Lay your trouble free.
Until next week, y'all. Holla.